an original. it's over. What is up, my friends? It is Wednesday, All Hallows Eve. I love Halloween. I think you can have fun with it. It doesn't have to be negative per se, but it is All Hallows Eve. A lot going in the news, and tonight, especially, you decided to spend your time here with Digital Soldiers, me, Thomas from TRUreporting, on a relaxing Wednesday evening. So welcome aboard, one and all. If you were never been here before, you can obviously go and click the notification bell, so when I post to this channel, you'll be the first to know. You can also, I would graciously appreciate it if you click the like button. The more likes that this video receives, the more times it is recommended to other viewers, thus more eyes on the truth we call the Great Awakening. And this is the best way to combat censorship and the best way to combat the deep state, my friends. It is wonderful to see everyone here. If you want to donate, if you care to donate, which I would love if everyone did, it would make a huge difference. This platform is free. This content is free, and my platform is your platform. That's why I invite you on to the show, and you discuss an open forum discussion, which is always fun, my friends. So it's good to have everyone here. Again, you can go to the super chat down below the chat. That's the $sign if you want to donate. Hey, if everyone donated $2 to $3, it would make a huge difference. I can promise you that. You pay $60 or more for cable. Why? And it's fake news. It's garbage. When you can come here and get real, informative information that does make a difference, and it does progress humanity in the right direction, my friends. You can also go to my PayPal, Patreon. We have a PO box and TRUreporting merch. All of those links are in the chat, rather. And yes, guys, it's good to be back. I had a rough Tuesday. Not a good Tuesday. I don't want to bring anyone down because of that, but you know, sometimes it's good to get that out there. Just some stuff on the side with family. Not fun, never good to deal with, but I'm here with you guys. Peaceful Warrior, support from Scotland. Thank you, my friend, from across the pond. I greatly appreciate that. Just stuff with the family. It's just tough to deal with sometimes. I am moving. It is official. I will be moving up north, upstate. But, you know, it's definitely in the mountains, which is cool. Star Karma, I love the name. Peace and love to you, my friend. Thank you, Star Karma, for the donation. Ryan McAdams, thank you so much, my friend, for the donation. I greatly appreciate it. But yet, yes, I will be moving here in about 2 weeks, maybe even less, my friend. So I have so much going on today. I picked up thank you cards for everyone. I picked up thank you cards for the Patreons, my friends, the Patreons, and I believe we have one in here today, Floricio, with a huge donation to the Patreon. Every podcast and every live stream, you get a shout out, Floricio. So thank you so much for your contributions. It's people like you who are the lifeblood. Hey, there she is again. There she is again. Hello from New York, Thomas. Patriots as yourself are the real news. We are the true Americans that love and respect this great country. Thank you so much, Floricio. And Dana Finkler says, much love from the Mitten State. Keep it up. What is the Mitten State? What is the Mitten State? Don't tell me, please. The Mitten State. All right, fill me in. Minneapolis? I don't know. That just seems like you would wear. I know it's shaped like a mitten. What is that? Louisiana? I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, thank you so much for the. Thank you so much, Dana, and thank you, Floricio. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. This is the lifeblood. You are the lifeblood to combat censorship. Otherwise, I couldn't do it without you guys. Justin Bordegon, where we go one, we go all. Justin, thank you so much, my friend. Welcome to the show. Hey. If you guys want to tell me where you're from, your name and where you're from, let's do some shout outs real quick because this is always fun to do. Caffeine Addict, Let's see. Jennifer Small from Utah. Shannon. Oh, Michigan. Okay, Michigan is the is it? Okay. Is it because it's shaped like that? I guess. I don't know. If you live in the Upper Peninsula, I guess that's what it's called. UP. Oh my God, you're living in some pretty area. Very jealous. Caffeine Addict says she is from Alabama. We shall see. Red Pill 78 was on fire today. Really? That's good, man. That's good. I love that guy. Good friend, Red Pill. Oh my God, it's going super quick. Let me see if I can slow this down. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. All right, never mind. I'm just going to have to read very quickly. James Gilbert from Colorado. Jennifer Small, welcome from Washington, D.C. Mel C from New Jersey. What is up? What is up? Thoughtless Jester from Vancouver, Canada's. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. We have Jesse from Missouri. Buck Swain, what's up, my man? On the beach, what's up? How are you? Good to have you here. Peggy Maggard from Ringgold, Georgia. What's up, neighbor? Justin from Indiana. What is up, my man? We also see FL John from Florida. Been here for a long time. Thank you. Greatly appreciate that. Sunny skies and beautiful days. Good to see you looking sharp, Thomas. Glad today is better for you. We're getting there. We're getting there. Thank you so much, Sunny Skies. Always a huge donator and one who actually really cares about what we're doing here, and I greatly appreciate it. Not that the rest of you don't. It's just she's always there. He or she, I believe it's a she, always donating, which is very kind of her. Thank you so much. AM White 81, Seattle, Washington. What's up? What's up? What's up? Terry P from Wisconsin. Charles Henderson from Indiana. Save the USA. Go Astros. Must be a Texan. They're always great too. Prince of Peace Productions from New Jersey. Mountain Mama from the Catskill Mountains of New York. I bet that is beautiful. Oh my goodness. My goodness gracious. Berta from Western Pennsylvania. I bet it's beautiful there too. Todd Stockford from Southern California. Be safe out there, my man. Todd Poppleton from Yosemite. Gracious. I bet that's pretty too. Truth Seeking sends in $7. Thank you so much for that super chat. They say we need to support Thous fighting for Trump. Thous. Who is Thous? Fill me in. Thous. Jake Roberts from Utah. Another beautiful place. Hey, Brian from Australia, Brisbane. Welcome, mate. And I'm not being sarcastic. Lusa Ophie from Minneapolis? Question mark. Terry Simmons says from Go Dogs from Florida. Ooh, you're in some dirty territory there, my friend. And Joanne Basta from West Virginia. Sherry Kofi from Florida, the Panhandle. Thanks, guys. Thank you all so much. If you can't donate, hey, I get that, but just leave a like. There's 430 of you in here, and there's 156 likes. Let's get to 400. You hear my voice. You appreciate my platform because it's your platform. Click the like button. I would greatly appreciate it. It really does help. It really does. Guys, so our tones are good. Music's good. I really did like the intro music this time. I really did. Bring it up a little. See if that's good. That should be all right. Should be all right. So, you know what I want to talk about today? You know what I really want to talk about today? I want to talk about, I'm seeing a lot of stuff about Save Israel for Last. We know that that's a Q post. Wow. What? Somebody's talking about the embassy closed or something like that. I didn't pay attention that far. Just been going through what I've been going through. Michelle McGowan, when you move, Thomas, will your P.O. box address change? I don't think I'm going to get it to change. I'm going to get my parents to pick it up and then mail it to me. So that's what I'll do. And I might even just drive back down here because it is kind of far. It's about 2.5 hours from where I am now, which I'm moving upstate. So Jennifer Small, thank you so much. Epstein's autopsy meant to stall prosecutions if his attorneys sue for wrongful death. That is a great question. So if you didn't see the podcast I put out there today, a lot is happening. A lot is back to where we were before. where we're talking about Epstein's death. It was gone. It was gone for about a month. It was out of the collective consciousness. Now it's back. We had his pathologist come in there talking about how Epstein's brother is like, listen, we gotta figure out what's going on here. And they were saying that, hey, these signs of the hyoid bone, I believe is how it's pronounced, 3 were broken in the neck. This guy's been doing autopsies due to suicide for 30, 40 years, something like that, something ridiculous. Been doing this for 40 years. He's never seen those bones in the neck broken from a hanging. Yet Epstein's were apparently, I'm not saying they were, I'm not saying I'm 100% sure he's dead. I'm not saying he's 100% sure he's alive. All I'm saying is it's very strange. This is back in the collective consciousness. Jamie H says, you make my day, Thomas. Like and share. Jamie, that means so much. I needed to hear that, man. Or Miss, I know Jamie can go both ways, but I think it could be, we're going to go Guy. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, so I don't know. Crew Chief 2 says he got choked out. Ooh, is that a play on words from POTUS, my man? Could be. Right. Is Anderfield. He is afraid he will be suicided next. That's the headline. That's what we're looking at here. So we shall see. I'm not totally sure about that. Yeah, guys, if you want to hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. You hear my voice, please go ahead and click it. It would be very thoughtful of you. It really does help. I am a female, Jamie. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Very kind of you. She says, I make her day. And you guys make my day when you come in here. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes it's very difficult to do this with stuff that I've been going through here the past 2 days. So it's good to be back. And this actually does bring me a lot of energy. Positivity. By the way, tomorrow's Halloween, which I'm stoked about. I probably won't be doing much. But we'll see. I have no idea. I might get Linda Paris on for maybe a live stream tomorrow, a special Halloween live stream. Maybe we could do that. That would be pretty cool. Do some spooky talks about aliens or ghosts, paranormal, that kind of stuff. Wouldn't that be fun? Might do it. We'll see. I'll have to contact her, see what's going on. Yeah. Alex Rodriguez 923. Hey Thomas, Elvis from New York is working on a good song for you to use. Oh, okay, thank you. I don't know what song you want or what it would be used for, but fill me in. Nicole King, you rock, Thomas. Thanks for everything you do. Thank you, Nicole. I greatly appreciate that. If you guys have questions, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns that you want to send in, I'll read them. I'm about to open up the phone lines. If you want your question read live on the air, you can just super chat your question and I'll 100% read it. So we will definitely get to that. What on the beach said, let me see. What did she say? I wasn't looking. I was yapping. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Red October is not over yet. It is not. That is true. Thomas, True Crew has your back. Thank you, Terry. Thank you so much. Let's see. Buck Swain says, I'm on the front porch watching this in the rain while smoking my corncob pipe with the Captain Black tobacco and sipping a good Melbeck. Life is good and God is great. Buck Swain, you are the man. The most manly thing I've ever heard. Is great. All right, guys. Let's open up the phones. Shall we? We shall. Here you go, guys. All right. The first number is East Coast. The second number is Central. The third number is West Coast. And the meeting ID is what you type in to connect with me. Before we get into it again, my friends, if you want to donate, you most certainly can by going to the PayPal, Patreon, P.O. Box. We also have a True Reporting merch that you can hit up in the chat. And we have Super Chat down below. You can Super Chat your donation, or you can super chat your question and I'll get it read on air. $1, $2, $3, whatever you want to do, I'll read it for you, okay? And it's a great way to support free content. Free content. Peaceful Warrior for the second time tonight. You are the man, Tom. Short for Tomas in Scotland. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Very kind of you reaching across the pond. It's very thoughtful. Thank you, my man. So let's talk about Israel, guys. If you want to call in, fill me in on this. I guess Red Pill was talking about this today. I've just been kind of out of it. Not good. No, Murphy's Law, I will not get the Cash App. I had the Cash App before and it would double charge me. I do not like that. Let's get our first call of the day. Hey, who is this and where are you from? Welcome to True Reporting.
Hey, Drew, I'm from Canada.
Hey, what's your name?
Drew from Canada.
Hey, Drew, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm good, yourself?
I'm doing gravy, man. How are you? Doing good, man? That's good. What's on your mind tonight?
Well, do you remember a few weeks ago when there was a United States military operation just in the east, like Georgia or Virginia or something, and there was like 8 or 9 guys die?
No, I don't remember this.
Yeah, it was just in the news just briefly. Like there was a military exercise in either Georgia or Virginia or something.
Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So that happened. Anyway, and then did you see the Pentagon's video that they released today of the raid?
No, I have not. Fill me in, my man.
Okay, so they just released some drone footage. It was Millie that was talking over it, but they released some footage, and it showed the raid or whatever, and it showed what they said was ISIS being blown up, like 8 or 9 guys.
Okay.
And I was looking at the video, and they were outside of the compound, and there was a dog with them, and they were in a military position. And I don't know. That just seems odd to me. And that
somebody said it was Fort Stewart, Georgia.
So Fort Stewart, Georgia, whatever.
Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
And so, why would they're Muslims, right? They don't like dogs. That's not being racist or anything, but they don't like dogs.
Oh, hey,
right?
man, there's no reason to say it's not right. No, dude. Like, yeah, of course. They don't like that stuff. Go ahead. Yeah.
So why would they, first of all, be outside of the compound? Second of all, military positioning. Third of all, have a dog with them. That doesn't make any sense. Dude, that might be footage of what they did to us a couple weeks ago, because this raid didn't happen when they said it happened, right? It is likely happened either a few days ago or even in 2017 we got Baghdadi or whatever.
Yeah. So you think we're getting you think we're getting fed delayed information?
Yeah, I think what they're doing is they're showing Millie that we're putting out the video of what they did to us, saying that that's what we did to them. Because it makes sense that Trump's putting his dog on Instagram and on Twitter, and this dog now back in active duty. And just watch the video. The dog clearly runs away. It looks like a German Shepherd to me. I don't know. That's just what I'm seeing, man.
Man, I mean, that's a lot to take in. You know, we could talk about that for a long time. It's very interesting. If you could send me some stuff on my email about this, because I don't know too much about what you're talking about. I mean, I understand the Baghdadi and and the German Shepherd and all that, so on and so forth. But I would need more information about how the information is being delayed, and that's actually what happened to us and not to them. You're gonna have to show me a little bit with it.
Okay, I think it was 30 Days and 30 Nights on Twitter that put out the thread on how it was reported that that Baghdadi died already in 2017. It was a small story, or it was just one outlet reported it. And also the picture that Trump used about putting that metal over the dog, whatever that everyone's laughing at, whatever.
Or the Photoshop.
Yeah, that was from 2017. That one.
So you're saying that 30 Days, 30 Nights made this post and kind of ties it all together?
Yeah, you'll understand more if you go look at his...
Okay.
It's a thread. It was like a couple hours ago. You might have to scroll down a bit.
I'll definitely check that out, man. What was your name again?
Drew from Canada. And the reason I'm whispering is because a lot of people are around. That's why.
Gotcha, man. Well, Drew, thank you so much for the call. And I appreciate it, dude. Good information. I'll have to look into that. Very interesting.
Okay.
Take care, my man.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, welcome to TRUreporting. Who is this and where you from?
Hey, Thomas, it's Elvis from New York.
Hey, Elvis. How are you, dude? Doing good?
Good. Thank God. I can't complain, you know. Things are looking good.
Bro. Absolutely.
I wanted to touch topic real quick, and one thing I wanted to bring up that's a little bit off the subject, but it's Benghazi.
Okay.
And the reason why I want to bring it up is more like just to bring different point of view. But are you aware that Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi, they're all children of mobsters?
Monsters?
Mobsters.
Oh, mobsters. Yeah, I could believe that.
Yeah. If you look it up, you'll find it. But yeah, so Nancy Pelosi's dad was charged and found guilty for trafficking heroin, and we know Hillary Clinton's dad was a mobster, and we know what they were involved with the airport. But then, so what I'm looking at is with Benghazi and all that, it seemed more like they were trying to silence somebody, and they wanted to allow it to happen in order to stop something.
I don't know. What I read and what I posted, you're talking about Benghazi, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, so you're saying that they went there?
No. But I'm talking about like the whole process where they had ignored the police to send security is because they wanted that ambassador gone.
Oh, yeah, they wanted to maybe bring their own person in?
Correct. Because that's how they did it. See, what I realized was as time go by, and I know you're deep into a lot of reading, is we know that the FBI released that document where it shows how the CIA was involved with sex trafficking children and all that since the age. Okay, so that being said, what we start seeing is then when Epstein was charged in Florida, and then they let him go because he was part of intelligence. Now we can start seeing where it's all linking. Well, my theory is like this. These people were breeding people to put them in government. So a lot of these politicians that we see and it look like they'll sell you the story that they had a white mother and a black dad or all these other stories. These people were bred and educated to be part of a big system. And I'm assuming that the only way that the chess players could pull a D5 was because they did the same thing. They had their own people coming in, playing the game, following the rules, but aligning themselves in positions ready for the move. And the last piece was Trump.
Man. Well, okay. Well, what do you think? Trump's a gangster?
No. The total opposite. That in
Correct.
order to get to these people, they knew that. But see, Kennedy made a mistake. He thought he was going to go in there and then change things, and he failed. So they realized the only way this would succeed was to then put people in place first and then bring the changer in. See, so
I get it.
That was So that's why Kennedy failed, because Kennedy thought, I go in there and I'm going to take all these people out and change this and change that, and it don't work that way because he didn't realize how surrounded he was into the end when he tried to warn them.
Yeah, he went into a hornet's nest, and he didn't have the judges, he didn't have the judicial system to actually arrest these people and get the job done. Real quick, Elvis, maybe we can answer this together. I think this would be cool. Kathy Alterman, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, hope your family drama calms down. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. Hopefully it will too. All of Israeli embassies are closed all over the globe. What do you think about that?
I heard about that, and the reason why is because I believe that this whole time Trump was trying to get close to Netanyahu with the purpose of just getting close and understanding what was going on. He knew that the making the moving the embassy to Jerusalem was going to rouse them up, and it was going to feed the ego. It was going to feed their ego, and they were going to be like, okay, we're doing it right, and opened up the can of worms that they can't shut down.
Well, I agree. Do you? I don't personally trust Bibi, man.
No way. No, he's gonna go down just like the rest of them.
I think so too.
He's going down like the rest of them.
I think so too, man. Well, I'm gonna have to look into more of this Israeli embassy shutting down. I'm sure more of this will come out. Maybe there's real sauce on this. Maybe it's not just hearsay. Maybe there is sauce.
Look into this real quick before we cut off. See, people have to understand, because a lot of people are not aware that there's different sects of Judaism, and that's where they get confused.
Yeah.
See, there's different sects. Most people understand Zionism and Orthodox, but they forget one that's really the one that they need to remember: Ashkenazi.
Oh yeah, Ashkenazi. I know about them.
They need to remember that name and look into that. That is who was running the show behind him. Behind Bibi, and they are the ones behind a lot of the attacks that happen around the world, and it always comes back somehow linked to their intelligence. They're the ones behind all that. They were the ones behind the architecture of all this that's going on. And now when it starts crumbling, believe me when I tell you, the heart of it all is inside that place right there that we're speaking of.
Elvis, I'm going to leave you with this. I'm going to let you go. Q said it. Israel is saved for last. So we shall see what happens, my man.
Yes. God
Elvis,
bless,
I appreciate the call. I appreciate the support and generosity as well, my friend. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you. Shout out to everybody.
Have a wonderful night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, welcome to True Reporting. Who is this and where are you from?
Matt from Indiana.
Hi, Matt. How are you tonight?
All fine. I spoke with you, I think, last live chat.
Okay.
Wanted to get your view on, we spoke of a possible public trial for Hussein or Clinton, maybe one of the big dogs coming next.
Sure.
I wanted to get your thoughts on these three senators that were died in a week's time, correct, senators?
Yes, they were. They were. I believe they were senators. It was.
Okay. Well, that's telling me that, I mean, at least my perception is there's still secret military tribunals.
Could be.
I mean, that is just three in a week. I mean, and one unexpected. Well,
what about these NYPD?
Three in a week is complete.
What do you think about these NYPD people?
Well, that's all related to the insurance file.
There you go.
You know, they're killing them off left and right. So
Correct.
and the thing is, on the reason they're bringing Epstein back into focus is because Trump just took out. I don't believe those are older. He just took out that ISIS leader that was with McCain in the photo.
Correct.
And took out a second one. So what does the media do? The media brings Epstein back to draw your attention over here, so you're not looking at that, because they don't want you focused on that, because that's bringing bad attention to them. So they're drawing you over to Epstein again.
Real quick. So Cummings was a House of Representative, is what I'm reading. That's right. All three of these people were black? Is that true?
I think the one lady was white.
Okay.
I think, and 66, I want to say. I think, but I may be wrong.
I'm just reading from the chat. That's what somebody said.
They could be right. I want to say the one lady was white, but I could be wrong.
Okay, well...
but three within a week, I think they were all taken military-style tribunal. I mean, come on, you saw Cummings. They were showing him and his wife having problems,
right.
Not long ago, walking around fine, and then he's all of a sudden, for months, he's been had this illness that he
Right.
couldn't. I mean, it's bullshit.
It is
and
bullshit.
then
Yeah.
the lady mysteriously drops dead. I mean, come on.
So
These are military tribes.
So my man, there's a lot of good questions in the chat right now. So it's saying, Sunny Sky says, so are there now 3 seats open in the House? They were all 3 House of Representatives. Is that true?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
But I can't answer that question for sure.
We're gonna have to look into this.
we need to
Can
clean
someone
house.
look into that?
Literally, that house needs cleaned. That house spiritually needs cleaned.
And the
badly.
woman with the nudes, remember her? She was combing the woman's hair. She was part of the House.
Yes.
She was part of the House, and she resigned.
Yes. So yeah, they're cleaning house.
They're
literally.
cleaning the House, so they're gonna win the House in 2020. They're gonna have the House. They're gonna have.
They'll win it regardless.
They're gonna have the House. They're gonna have this. Then they're gonna win the presidential nomination. Obviously, they're gonna win the House. They're gonna win the Senate, and they're gonna get more seats in the Supreme Court. Lock down this MFer, and then that's when the trials, I believe, will begin because they have all the judicial systems locked down.
God, you're right. They need to happen. I mean, the public needs to see it because the ones that are swayed, like even the viewers now, Epstein. Why? Well, throw up one of them trials, and then you'll see why.
Right.
But
somebody says now there's 4 seats. Somebody says there's 4 seats open in the House because a guy named, I guess they're talking about the Dyke. They're being whatever because the girl quit. So there's 4 seats. So holy smokes, man!
We'll get the House. We'll get everything.
Oh hell yeah!
Dang, there was one. Oh, now let your viewers answer this because I brought it up last time and you had no idea.
Go for it.
Kim Clement.
Okay.
You need to watch his videos. I want your viewers to hear me on this and comment if they agree because they were blowing it up that you need to watch Kim Clement videos.
Mm-hmm.
2007 Trump prophecies. They go on and on and on. God spoke directly through this man. So you need to just, I'm telling you, watch Kim Clement.
Okay.
And I'll leave you at that, my man.
Thanks. What was your name one more time?
Matt, Indiana.
Matt from Indiana. Thank you so much, dude. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thanks for the great information. Good talking with you, dude.
Yeah, you too. Have a good one.
You too.
Keep up the good work. Bye.
Thanks, buddy. Okay, from Tracy S. Have you seen Area 17G's latest? Virginia in Killbox. Where, let me zoom back up so I can read it. Where is the Q military from Virginia? Have you seen Area 17 GZ's latest? I have not. I'm not sure what that is, Tracy S. Where is the Q military from? Virginia? I think the military is, I don't think it's from Virginia. I don't think it's from DC. It's too corrupt. I think this has just been curated for years. Generals, special ops, Blackwater, these sorts of people. I don't believe that this is strictly just some kind of, part of the random military branches. I think this is a compilation of a bunch of things. The Mikado 16, thank you so much for the super chat. Trump is always 3 steps ahead. Fun theory I have is Pelosi led us to Baghdadi. God bless America. Hey, I went over that in the last live stream on Monday. There's a great post. I don't believe I have it anymore. It's probably in my phone. But yeah, it was just saying that that they're tracked, and that's why Pelosi went across the pond over there, and they found Baghdadi due to tracking Pelosi. So if these people, we all know that McCain, you got Marco Rubio, you've got I've seen pictures of Lindsey Graham with these people, other people that are connected with this group, this origin, President Obama, so on and so forth. These people are all connected with this. This isn't random. They created it. They're the founders of ISIS, and then they paid off these people to, bring in other people, people from Australia, America. You know, they corrupted them, and then they brought them in, and then they raised them to be killers, brainwashed them, probably MK Ultra, and then they're fighting our troops, which is sick and sad. But it is what it is, and it's dying, and I believe it's over with at this point. Sun Shenanigan 1 says, in honor of Aiken CMG back, follow Pepe Keck Triton. So I believe is that on Twitter, my man? Pepe Keck Triton. We shall see. We shall see. All right. And from Jack, thank you so much for the super chat. Keep up the good work, man. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate that. Let's go into some more. Hey, welcome to True Reporting. Who is this and where are you from?
It's Joyce, still in California.
Hi, Joyce. How are you? Not smoked out, are you?
Yeah, I'm kind of surrounded. I got a fire, obviously, in the Sierras by me, and then what's coming from the south. But you know, I don't think it's gonna. I mean, right? Last words. I'll probably be right in the middle of it. I don't think it's gonna come to my area because. That's what I was going to tell you. You know what I did? I took the time today at my office and I put in, I went to the keyboard and I put in, I have it on my computer at the office, but I'm at home now, but I put fire in and I put tunnels and I put rat lines. And oh my gosh, there was 51 Q posts about fire, but Q381 came up and it said fires, rat lines, and it said, light a fire to flush them out. And then Q500 said, it said, fire in the hole, 9 states, and that's right about, there's fires in other states. California is not the only one right now. And it said, 9 states, class, ready, go live, non-nuclear.
Oh,
and I was
weird.
like, whoa, yeah. He talks about it. I mean, it's, you know how it's really code, but he's talking about it.
So you think it's the white hats that are sparking these, or you think it's black hats?
Absolutely. I hate to tell you this, but here's what I'm going to tell you.
All right.
I watched his channel, Blessed to Teach.
Sure.
You know, I don't particularly care if the guy, that's just me. He seems like a nice guy, but he showed this, I can say that, you can't.
That's right, there you go.
Yeah, but he showed this video, and it's Dumbs 1 and Dumbs 2, and it'll blow your minds, you guys. Blessed to Teach. Dumbs 1 I watched, and then what he kind of did, which I didn't like, he's like, okay, well, you know, he got to Iowa. And then I think he got to Iowa. Yeah, it was Iowa, I think is what he ended on. And he said, you know, for the next one tomorrow. So I go to watch the next one. And he's like, well, we're not going to go over that here. We're going to do a backstage thing where you have to pay. And I was like, okay, but I kind of get it. He goes, we're going to go into some deep stuff that's really kind of gruesome. And, you know, things that he goes, I want to keep the front channel for people that are just being
That makes complete sense to me, because if you throw up some violent stuff or say key words, they'll strike you. So yeah, no harm, no foul on him.
Yeah, and it wasn't expensive. So anyway, but the Dumbs 1, oh my gosh. See, I knew about the one because, like I told you, because of what my dad did in Southern California, because I used to live down there, and I knew about Getty. There's a whole city under Getty, you guys. I think it goes 42 floors down. So this thing, if this is what they're doing, it's gonna take a while. And here's what I did. He had a military guy on there, and the guy's still older gentleman, and you could tell the guy knows his stuff, and he was giving each state all where these things are. They showed pictures of entrances, and I'm like, oh, I've seen that kind of thing before. And he goes, yeah. And then he would explain what it was. He showed this, I call it the monorail. The thing that's inside there, it's electromagnetic train. It goes intercontinental. It goes from, you know, here to New York, and it goes over 10,000 miles per hour. It's nuclear. He said, you won't believe the technology that they've got. And guess who's boring? If you look up boring, under what's his name? Elon Musk. Okay,
Yeah.
it's his company. It's his company.
Right.
And then on the same company, you see these great big this thing that looks like a gun, and it's a fire. It's a flame fire gun. And I thought, oh my gosh. Here's the thing. I took the map that he gave us. I didn't know we had some up here. There are a lot in volcanoes and mountains. And we have Mount Lass and Mount Shasta, and that's where they got two huge ones. But the one in Tehachapi, I wrote it down. They call it the Unholy Six. And he said they call it the Unholy Six for a reason. This guy goes into details about what this one's for this one's MK Ultra. This one is this. I mean, he had it, and it was all written down. And so what I did is I took a map, and I'm telling you, you guys, where all these fires are, I hate to tell you this, is exactly where all the wine country, huge area for these. I've been in some of the caverns down in the wine country, but there, what's that place called? Starts with a P, the Palisades, huge area. All the areas where these fires are going on is exactly where this guy shows. And he said that's what they're doing. And here's what I'm just going to say. You know, POTUS has got to think about this. And what a hard decision. I mean, I don't think PG&E has anything to do with these fires. And if you notice, POTUS hasn't said a thing about it. I haven't heard anything. But I do know this. He just gave them financial aid to stinking Newsom for relief.
What do you think about that?
No complaints about it. Well, if he had to do it, and here's what I'm going to say, you know, he might have had to weigh out, you know, the greater good of, I mean, I hate to see anybody get hurt. I haven't heard of anybody dying yet except for down south when the first fire started. But here's the thing, and I'm just going to say this. This is my own opinion. Mm-hmm. You know what? If it meant saving a bunch of people and children, I would let my house burn to the ground and let my material things go. If it means lives, and if it means that many lives, this guy's talking about over 10,000 children, if that's what's going on. But I'm telling you, that's what it looks like. And especially after, you know, I was kind of thinking, oh, God, would he do that? And then after I looked up those Q posts, put fire in, and it just brings up a ton of stuff. So, you know, that's just my take on it. I mean, and unfortunately, a lot of people don't know what we know, right, that are going through these fires, and it is a horrible thing. It's awful. It's a bummer. But you know what? It had to be done. And what they're doing, from what I understand, is they're only going to certain areas, and just like what he said about al-Baghdadi and the tunnel, and he was dead end, they're dead ending them. They're blocking them off. And he talks about that too in the Q post. He talks about tunnels have dead ends and blocking their rat lines. And I thought, isn't that interesting? Yeah. And I think they're blocking with the embassy thing too. You know that I looked it up when Q dropped this and said, where do they all have dual citizenship? Well, did you look it up? I did. They all, I mean, almost all of them, Schumer, they all have Pelosi, they all have dual citizenship in Israel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I looked that up like a long time ago when Q first came out with it. I thought, man, why would they have dual citizenship, you know, in Israel? I thought that was really strange. But I just want to tell people, be patient, because if that's what's going on, he gave them money without any qualms. Well, why would he do that? Well, because, you know, he doesn't want people to suffer the consequences of what this took. And I mean, you know, they had to do this one way or another. And California is the biggest. And it's the most satanic. The Tehachapi, they call it the Unholy Six because he said they have a whole, some of these things go 800 miles down, by the way. You guys got to watch it. I'm telling you, Thomas, it will blow your mind, this video. And he
Blessed
said
to teach, and it's called Dumbs 1, Dumbs 2.
Yep, the Dumbs one had a lot more, but you can watch Dumbs 2 too, because he goes in, it shows the drills the big giant drills that they've had. I've seen those, and I always thought, man, what do they use those for? But he explains the technology and how it actually goes. It's just amazing. I won't go into it. I won't spoil it for you. Watch it. But the Tehachapi one, they call it several things. And he said it's because they have one whole area for demons. And he said, and that's where Satan a lot of times resides.
We're going to have to leave that for another one. We're going to have to leave that for another one. I'm going to get...
Linda would love it.
Yeah, we need to get in this. Can you send me this information on my email, please? This is extremely interesting to me. I just can't. But I need to get into some more calls.
One more thing. Quickly. I wonder if they're doing anything in New Zealand, because, that's where they have stuff there. And if they were doing anything in New Zealand, if you have anybody in New Zealand, ask them. But then the other thing, and I want to see what you think about this, about Epstein. Okay, this may sound far out there too, but you know how good Puttis has been at setting traps, right? He's great at it, man. He sets traps for them like crazy. I personally think they set them up. I think they put a clone in there when they showed that guy on that gurney. They showed the ear. And this guy talks about that on the show. He talks about what they do. He goes, they have a problem with the ears. He goes, they can't get it to hang like a normal lobe. They set them up, and they're going to come crashing down with that. You watch. They're going to come, because that shows the ugly part of these people and what they do. And so Epstein, they've got him, I don't think they would leave him there. That's what I don't think. I don't think they would leave him there.
Well, it's all up in the air right now. We're going to have to see what takes place. But Joyce, I appreciate it. Send me some information on those boring holes and what's taking place up under America.
It's all on Blessed to Teach. It's all on Blessed to Teach.
Okay. Well, I will definitely check that out tonight. That sounds extremely interesting. Joyce, thank you so much for the call. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And we all have trouble with family, by the way, especially these days.
Absolutely. Thanks, sweetie. I appreciate it.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Jen Blossom, thank you so much for the super chat with the $14.99. I greatly appreciate that. And also, there was one more. Got too far away from me. There was a question with it, too. Did I find it? No, couldn't find it. Oh, well, let's see. Hey, welcome to True Reporting. Who is this and where are you from?
My name's Aaron from Tucson.
What's up, Darren? How are you today?
It's Aaron, but that's okay.
Oh, Aaron. Sorry, dude. Sorry.
No worries. So I'm curious. This is going to be off topic from recent events, but I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the hacker group Anonymous, right?
Yes.
So I bring that up because I'm fascinated by them, because Anonymous is the group that I've seen some of their stuff on Facebook, and a lot of their memes are what red-pilled me and what put me where I am today with the whole QAnon thing. Right. And it makes me wonder, I don't know if you wonder this too, if Anonymous might be a part of this whole Great Awakening movement. Do you think the same thing, or is that something you're not too sure of?
I think that from what I've researched on all of that from the beginning is that Anonymous was something that was put in place to, I don't know if they're part of Q, but I know it's not the same group anymore. I believe it's been kind of compromised, just as WikiLeaks has. It's not the same group anymore. Probably paid off, something to that effect, or just, taken over. Could just be giving out disinformation. But I do believe that, that they were a group of hackers out there that were definitely, out there doing beneficial work for humanity. I do not think that's the case any longer. And you can do your research on that. But from my research, that's what I've learned.
Well, that makes sense, especially, because what you said about WikiLeaks, how it's become compromised and it's no longer something we can rely on because of that. It's crazy, because there are so many things that Anonymous said that I found to be crazy, then that ended up being confirmed by Q later down the road. One example is I first learned from Anonymous that North Korea this whole time was controlled by the deep state. At that time, I didn't know they were called the deep state. I just knew I was told they were controlled by the USA under a corrupt establishment, which was a deep state. And I was like, oh, that's like, I don't believe that. And then only to later find out that was it. And at that time, I was following Alex Jones because I did, I had woken up and I was freaking out, and I had no one else to relate to. And believe me, it was scary when I first woke up. I just couldn't believe it. And Alex Jones was the only one who talked about this stuff. And I felt fortunate enough to find Alex Jones. And Anonymous said that Alex Jones was a double agent. And I didn't believe that because Alex Jones sounded so legit, only to later find out he's a fraud,
Okay, well, I don't know if he's a fraud. Real quick, Tom Stells, thank you so much for the super chat. I'll try and donate every show. Thank you, True. No, thank you, Tom. People like you are the lifeblood of this channel. I greatly appreciate that. Aaron, I think that Alex Jones woke up millions and millions of people. I don't consider that a hack. I don't consider that a double agent. I believe he is part of Mossad. I mean, I know that he is kind of a little cucky towards them. He doesn't necessarily go against them ever, which a lot of people, when you are that famous and you go against, and I'm going to say it, when you go against the Jews, when you start talking anti-Semitic, and then you have people who are part of Hollywood who are funding you, I'm guessing that's considered selling out, that you go against what you've learned due to cash flow. That's exactly what he does. So when people say he's part of Mossad, you could probably say that as well. But in other words, I would not trust him per se. Is he fun to watch? Hell yeah, he's fun to watch. Does he put out real information? Absolutely. Does he put out a lot of disinformation? Absolutely. So just be wary of what you watch with him. I haven't watched him in a very long time, but he is very funny, and it is what it is, my man. But Aaron, I want to thank you for the call, dude. Thank you for the support.
Yeah, thank you for your time. Have a good one.
You too, man. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, welcome to True Reporting. Who is this and where are you from?
This is Fred from New Hampshire.
Hey, Fred. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good. I want to first say to Aaron, if he's still listening, awesome job finding out and figuring out on your own about basically how these people work for you and against you. So Anonymous is 80% truth, 20% just, and same with Alex Jones, and that's how they do it. They wake you up just enough, but they create their own narratives, what they're working on, their agenda. And awesome job on explaining it to him, Tom. That was awesome.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Fred. Not a problem.
The one question I wanted to ask you, which has kind of been on my back of my head today, I did a lot of work today, but the White House put out a picture of the dog, and Trump did the speech, and then Lindsey Graham went on and wanted to know the identity of the dog, and etc. And the White House put out a tweet or press thing saying, "Good job, boy," or "Good boy," and couldn't find out the dog is a female. If you watch iPod at all, IPOT,
sure,
In Pursuit of Truth, he's been on a dog kick for months. So anything to do with dogs, and he thinks it's like their back channels, like they're talking to each other using dogs.
Yes, I remember when George W. Bush, Daddy Bush, died, there was a lot of dog talk. I remember that.
Yeah. Remember when Q said the communications, we have them now, they can't communicate?
Yes.
So they tried doing it through tweets and stuff like that, and I think he might be onto something about the dogs, but the White House put out a press thing saying, "Good boy," couldn't find out the dog actually was a female. And Lindsey Graham, the day before, just like Pelosi wanted to get the transcripts and they couldn't wait on impeachment for a day, Lindsey Graham was asking about the dog, and come to find out, even though they put out the tweet, the dog's a female. Obviously, the White House knows it's a female, which means it's a coded message to somebody.
I like this. I like where you're going with that. Yeah. So that's where we're at now.
My thought.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, what I think is that, hell yeah, they're using code. I mean, the only direct communication to the American people and to others who are, anons per se, who are actually looking into this stuff. I mean, there's military people all over. I'm sure there's a ton of them on 4chan right now, waiting on 8chan, and they're discussing it on there. Obviously, they have to be more. There's just more vulnerability on that, way more. I'm sure they're getting this information, and yeah, they are using. I really truly believe that yes, they are using code.
And the one thing I want to say, especially to Aaron,
yes,
this right now is a silent war.
Yes,
80% of the public is not going to know anything even happened. That's the point of it. We are literally in a silent war, book burning. They're rewriting history. I mean, you name it, they're doing it. There's so much stuff going on behind the scenes, and a lot of people are understanding and waking up and seeing the true colors, and actually can understand what is really going on behind the scenes for the first time ever. Because we've all been left in the dark our whole entire lives.
Yes.
And that's the point of the Great Awakening.
I agree, Fred. I want to thank you for the call. I'm going to take one more, and we'll be good for the night, my man. I appreciate it.
All right. Happy Halloween, buddy.
Hey, happy Halloween. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Real quick, I saw a great post in the chat. Oh, come on. Where'd it go? I gotta find it. Here we go. Real quick. From Gabriel Barrera. We are living in ascension times now. The earth is being bombarded with high density energies today. We are living in the time where conspiracy becomes reality. Get ready for the ride of our lives. And I 100% agree with that. Let's Floricio with at the buzzer. She says here, thank you so much, Floricio. I'm pretty much speechless. You're gonna get everything from the top perks on the Patreon. Everything. I got everything today. It says here, it's hard to be awake in a sleeping world that has been nothing but a huge illusion. Please all wake up before it's too late. We need to support 45 and be his cyber soldiers to spread the truth. Thomas, sorry about your family. You have us, and we love you. Thank you so much, Floricio. Great wording, too, by the way. I agree with you 100%. And from Jimmy Chevelle, what's your email? Got some pics for you from military base. TRUreporting 1985 at Gmail. That's that's where you can reach me at. And guys out there, if you don't like Halloween, then you don't have to like it. I like it. It's not bad. I'm not gonna go out there and cut a cat's head off or anything. I like handing out candy to kids, dressing up in I don't know, costumes, whatever. It's cool. I like carving a pumpkin. I like it. Hey, welcome to True Reporting. You are the last caller of the night. What's your name and where are you from? Hello?
I had you on mute. Sorry.
You're
Hi,
okay.
Thomas.
Woo! I was about to hang up.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Thank you for having me on. I'm the publisher of Natural Awakenings magazine in Monmouth and Ocean County, New Jersey. My name is Sharon. I love your work. Thank you so much for everything you do.
Sharon, thank you.
Thank you. And what I would like to put out there for your audience is that Nostradamus was known to predict that the Third World War would come from someplace that no one would expect, and we're in it right now. It's the deep state versus the white hat. The other thing I would like to put forward is
I agree with that.
Thank you. In 2017, Jupiter passed through Virgo, the constellation Virgo, as if she was giving birth. And
Correct.
In my opinion, that was the birth of Christ consciousness. And I know you touched on that in your call.
That you are hitting it the nail on the head. Yes, I have studied into that.
Yeah, so I think we all need to be aware of that, raise our consciousness, raise our vibration, and just keep sending it out there because we're winning.
What is your magazine?
Natural Awakenings.
Natural Awakenings. If you guys want to be out there, over 800 of you. If you want to check that out, Natural Awakenings could be something to look into. Sounds pretty cool. And you're right about what you said. I have not looked into that in a long time, but I remember looking at that before, and it made so much sense.
Totally.
Yeah.
So I love your work, and thank you, and I just wanted to share that with your audience.
Thank you. I'm going to check out your stuff. Thank you so much, Sharon. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Happy Halloween.
You too. And I love Halloween too. It's a day you can be anything you want to be.
There you go. I love it. I'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And my friends, what a great hangout, was it not? We will try to get Linda on. I might give her a call when I get off of here. Maybe she'll come over tomorrow. If you have not yet hit the like button, would you please do so now? There's 800 of you in the chat, and there are only 448 likes. What didn't you like? Let's get to at least 700 likes. Let's go. Click the like button if you enjoyed this. It is fun. This is where we can come here. My platform is your platform. This is open, my friends. This is open forum. You come on and talk whatever you want to, which we did today. How many good topics did we hit? I think we do about, 8 to 10 calls every time. I think we're 10 for 10 today. 10 for 10. Remember, check out what Joy said about Blessed to Teach videos, the dumbs. And then we had Natural Awakenings calling in very end at the Sharon. I want to thank everyone for donating. Every one of you. Thank you so much, Floricio. Big shout out to Floricio. She is such a huge help in keeping all of this going. It's not a joke. When videos don't get monetized, when people get strikes, or when views are way down, it really does affect this. It's not a joke. And guys, I want to thank also the mods and Crew Chief 2, Shane Anon on the beach. Time Travel was here. Was Ralph Riley here? I think so. Let me see who else was in here. That's all I see so far. So Time Travel, I know, could have been in here earlier. I do not know. Tomorrow's Halloween, guys. Watch your kids, please. Just watch your kids. Make sure nothing happens to them. Enjoy it. It's there to be enjoyed. Watch a scary movie, something like that. I just watched a scary movie last night. I will throw this out there. If you want to get freaked out, you want to get scared, watch a movie called Hereditary. I'm going to leave it at that. You can watch it on YouTube for about $4 HD. Hereditary. It's terrifying. Please watch it if you want to. I've been talking to Shannon about that for about 2 days now because it was incredible. It really was. Before you walk out the door, you can donate to this channel by going to the PayPal, the Patreon. We have a P.O. Box and True Reporting merch. All of the links to donate to this channel are in the chat, and you can go to the super chat below. And before you walk out the door, hit the like button. I can't reiterate that enough. It really does help, guys. I hope all of you have a beautiful... Real quick. Boop. I hope all of you have a beautiful night tonight. There we go. I hope you all have a beautiful night tonight, and I will talk to you all very soon. Tomorrow there's a podcast, and then I might, if I can swing it, I will try and get Linda Paris on McAllister TV, Deplorable McAllister. We'll get her on here. So I will talk to you all very soon. Have a wonderful night. Expect a podcast tomorrow. Thanks for all the well wishes and just supporting me and what I believe is the right thing to do. I will talk to you all very soon. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.